All right, we have arrived at Mistbehaving's place. We're over at Razorwind, and it's super shrouded. It's super like we kind of like gotta cut through here down the path, and that's kind of cool. You know, seeing this from like a first person view, we're kind of like exploring through and like navigating our way through who to what's it's. But we'll kind of go through here. So there's no more rocky path, but at least it sort of opens up. And there's the front door. Awesome. But then there's like some more here too. And then we'll do like a big old pan back and we'll observe everything else as well. So a place for snacks. We got cheeses, breads, and then right behind here we have a fantastic view of the ocean. Yeah, because one of the big things about Razorwind is lots of ocean view. They're a little bit closer to the ocean than places that you'll find over in Founders. There are a few of them for sure, but not quite the beach kind of vibe that you get over here at Razorwind, which is why this is the superior neighborhood. Anyway, let's pan back a little bit. Take a look at all the greens that were set up here. Very well dressed. It looks really natural. Like here's like, how should I do the shot? Here we go. Actually, this is good. So boom, here's a shot. I really like how the greens come together. Cacti are right here. Large floral stuff, you know, for like the added color right on the side. And the house has been skinned too. You'll notice like multiple hats. We have a couple of hats on this thing. So kind of, and I think they lowered the house as well. They kind of shoved it in just a little bit. But they also put on, you know, multiple gazebos, boom, boom, and then the Stormwind kind of gazebo right up top to round it out. And you notice you have the trees that are busting out too. So it's its own, you know, how you see like night elves with the whole naturey vibe and all that. This would be like the Razorwind equivalent, you know, the sort of Western style sort of thing. But still, it's bursting with color. Lots of greens, lots of life. And even in the background, notice how you have the Ashara trees that help to round out space, even if it's like different kinds of trees. Yeah, it's a really cool setup. Really, really cool setup. But now let's head inside. So the notes here say, gamers never look up. Oop. Okay, so what's up here? We are greeted with Borealis string lights, for one. But more seriously, you know, we come inside. Well, it's kind of a side door too, because here we have like just this place to sit. Nice and airy, kind of closed off from the rest of the spot. But as soon as we go in, ooh, check this out. Ooh. So in this circular room, they like super thickened the fireplace. They just have a whole bunch of them kind of like mashed together. And let's take a look at what's going on here. So really tight space. Like, check it out. We have rises on each, on one corner, a little bit more there. So we'll do some exploring. There's just a lot of like cool clutter to look at. From greens to storage, to things that are being stored. Here on this corner, lots of books, things lying around. It's like, yo, I was reading, I was doing this thing, and I'm done. Whoop, toss it aside, and all that. You know, and sometimes they'll spend long hours here. You know, there's like a little bit of light there to kind of keep things illuminated, even though it gets like super late and all that. Cool touches with the, I don't know if is that a bathtub? It might be a bathtub. But then it's being used as like a flower bed or a flower pot. And then as we like venture through, again, piles and piles of books just kind of lying around, hanging wherever it can. But over here, no books allowed. It's all business. And by that, I mean the business of noms. Some light snacks though, you know, fruitsies, some more fruits on the side there, and just a bowl of noodles that has been sized down to an appropriate thing. Oh, notice here we got the booster. And notice we got a booster seat. Boop. For blood elves, right? Because otherwise, that kind of works. It still kind of works. Short blood elves can like sit in this spot. You know, that works out. Again, notice, like I was saying, we got like multiple fireplaces that are sort of mashed together. Oh, and they also closed them off. Notice the rough trellis that's there for safety reasons. I mean, okay, in fairness, the trellis is like made of iron, and so you touch it, you're gonna get jacked up. But you know, it prevents the worst case scenario and all that. You see, we got some Niffin smokes right there on the side, and here now it's just the small corner that's being used as the kitchen. So you have these like huge furnaces that are right here, all for bacon. You notice, like you can see like some of the tools that are set up, breads and whatnot, fresh things that are coming out there. Check out the cheese, holy moly. So over in this side pantry, you know, you got wine being processed and everything, but like just this huge wheel of cheese, and right up top some dim sum. Interesting. All right, and then here we just kind of like sit and chill while we wait for stuff to cook and brew or what have you. Stuff is going. That fork is very unsafe being there. I don't know how you pull that out. But oh, nice touch here too, with it poking into the food. I like that. We got some stuff being ground, probably meats, maybe not coffee. And you know, again with this, with all this clutter and all this messiness, like not even really messiness, it's just like this organized chaos. You know, doing their best to like manage with the space that they have, but it looks really good. So here again, it's just like a storage of like it's like their bank. Like if you like if I mouse over this, the whole thing would light up and it would just say like bank, and then you would like throw stuff in. That's how this sort of feels to me. Really cool clutter, really cool. But now, okay, there's a shroud there. We'll go there first. Navigate our way through there. Climb down the landing. Like check out all the rugs that are here to just kind of like keep the place from getting too cold. So now we've entered. I'm not sure, but we do have a hot tub. Boom. Nice fusion here with the platform. Oh, and a place to kind of rinse off too. Neat. We wash up. We look at how awesome we look naked. Or like the small person can also look at how awesome they look naked. And then right in here, I'm too tall. Oh no, it's on cooldown. Oh, I can make myself bigger, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. But oh well, I can at least observe. Where smaller folk can get inside and do some studying, some reading, some anima drinking. Heck yeah. Really nice setup that they have here, you know, because they just carved out a room by setting up some basic barriers and then the gazebo on top to tighten up the space. That's cool. That's very, very cool. That's one way to fill out a corner or a wall. I mean, this whole space is kind of being used as that too. But then there's also a walkthrough sort of room. So we walk through the trellis and the greens, and then we enter like this whole, this full bedroom. So here's a different sort of vanity place to wash off. And here we can all chill and cuddle with all our friends. Oh, he's got plants growing out of his head. Chia. Dun, 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 dun. You know that tune? Chia. Yeah. Instant vibes. So let me pan out some. You know, so after a long day of farming lumber, you come home to this. This is cool. Boop. What a cool spot. What a cool spot. Nice and warm. It's well lit. It's kind of scary because for all I know, those embers might fall on you, but let's not sweat the details. But it's cool because it's like semi-closed off too. They set up the trellises here on the side and vertically as normal to create this room space, but it's very airy. You know, it's not going to get stuffy like ever unless it's just hot, which is a Razorwind thing maybe. But you're also by the water, so it can't be so bad. But check out like the piles of stuff that are laid out. It's like, yo, not soft enough. Just throw more pillows on top of everything and all that. That's cool. And check out like the way they set up these walls too. Like they're shelves, but not shelves. They're just ways to kind of like keep that rock face separate, but then it's also a place for all their friends to hang out too. Yeah, a little bit more texturing using the walking stones and all that. Very neat. Like it's very good. I like this a lot. Yeah, they have like the whole draped, the draped rug kind of thing over the table, but then it's actually a beam because they wanted to make a whole closed spot. And that's like a room, or this whole thing is like this kind of extended room. Really nice, really, really nice. So let's see what's on the other end here. All right, now we have, it's either the octagon or a sauna. I'm going to say kind of a sauna because we like go down here, we sit, we do our thing, but then we also have so, maybe it is kind of a practice room. Yeah, because we got two sides where we would maybe have weapons. Man, this is an intimate fighting ground because boy, you'll get jacked up and there ain't no place to like run really. Yeah, we do have like some practice equipment over here. Places for folks to observe and all that. I'd say it could be both almost. Like a bit of a fighting pit, but not. Really cool though. It's a really good layout. Like what really gets me on about this place is I feel like it just feels like there's a lot of thoughtfulness and perspective checks. So it's like, and it really helps to add to creating a very tight space. So it's like, hey, the person sits here, and then they kind of think to themselves, okay, so like, how much distance do I want to have like between here and here? Can I close the space up? And then like just all the little fixins here. So here's the character. There's not a whole lot of room. So it makes it feel cramped from what we normally think of in World of Warcraft. It's like, yo, I'm used to like having like these huge spaces, not something that feels like cramped and uncomfortable and claustrophobic like this. But in real life, that's exactly what you have because we don't really have a whole lot of space to work with stuff. So it's what helps make construction of things like these like look very impressive visually because like our eyes, they take in so much information at once. Whereas in like a video game, normal gameplay, we don't want that many distractions because we're too busy like fighting mobs and stuff like that. So when we see something like this, very different. It doesn't have that whole grand epic feel of like walking into like the main hall in Valdrakken and seeing like these huge pillars and yada yada yada. Like you'll definitely see this when you get to Silvermoon City, where you have like these grand structures. They're huge, right? You see it from the air, you can see like this whole cityscape and it looks like a damn metropolis and whatnot. But when you go all the way down to the surface, you'll find these little tiny dots and like these big these big set pieces. And by little tiny dots, I mean the people. They look super small compared to everything else. So it makes spaces like these look very foreign, but also, very comfortable because it's something that we as human beings are just kind of used to. And so when we see this translated into WoW, in some ways it's like, oh, this is kind of unusual, but also, oh, it feels really cool too. So really well done. I think I've seen everything, right? No secret fell stuff that I know of. Like right behind them, they're guarding the fell stuff. Yeah, I think we have seen everything. Cool. It's a house shared by a Vulpera and a Drakthir, so scale was important to get. There's also something else to find in the center. Oh, so there is an up thing. Okay, so what did I miss? So here's the center room. And in the middle here, there's... Okay, so what am I supposed to see? Okay, something to find in the center room. So not necessarily in the middle, but something. I don't have to climb up, do I? Oh, you know what? Maybe I do. Shoot. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Oh, there is the thing behind that. Oh, snap. Ugh. Well, okay, so maybe that's not it. Go back a little bit. Oh, little treasure things. Oh, that's cute. But it's cool that there's like a straight up seat behind here too. Just a little cozy stuff. Okay, boom, there we go. Nice. All right, can I pan the camera back some? Come on, camera, don't fail me. There we go. Neat. Cool spot. Cool upper spot. Now, what would have got me is if you were sitting here too. I'd be like, oh, snap. There's the boss. Yeah, that was hard to tell. It's like, wait a minute. There's stuff up here. That's really cool. Really cool. Very creative. And it all just fits. It's kind of there's a kind of adventure I'm sure that people go through when they're doing like their complete builds, and you know, as you're going down that path of like putting everything together, like sometimes things just, you know, something snaps or something clicks and it's like, oh, let me put this thing here, and then it can just work great. I can see a cheeky Vulpera sitting up there. Oh yeah, and they're like totally looking down at you too. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. They're like looking down while everyone's eating and doing their thing. It's like, I'm just gonna be up here, okay? Okay. Great place.